Hi, and welcome back to the Bspn pregame show. Sorry for the late broadcast, but we are outside the St. Petersburg Catholic courtyard awaiting the homecoming game matchup between St. Petersburg Catholic and Out of Door Academy. We are very excited to start another show for you guys today. And, we are in this different location because we are celebrating the St. Petersburg Catholic Fan Fest here. Very, very exciting event here. So many people. The 2005 class is here, and very good decorations. Guys, how are we feeling today?
Good. Like you said, the Fan Fest. See some activities, some live music, some food there, Colby. I'm excited not only for that, but to see the Barons pick up another W tonight.
I'm feeling ecstatic tonight. It's our home game. Got the homecoming game tonight, and then you have homecoming on Saturday. I'm feeling very enthusiastic right now.
Enthusiastic. Man, that's a great word, but I'm feeling exuberant today. Just imagining watching these Barons today has just got me so incredibly hyped up, especially with the Fan Fest that's going on. So great to be here.
You're going to hear some great vocabulary today from the far left side of the table of Jamison Shields. We're going to hear a lot of that, but very excited to start this show. Let's start with the last week's game with Northside. This was one of the biggest games of the season for St. Petersburg Catholic. They went in to away territory, and they became district champs by winning that game 48-6 for their first 7-0 start in recent history. We talked about this game last show, and it really lived up to the hype for SBC as they were firing on all cylinders. Christian, what did you see from Chase that game?
Yeah, Chase, he played phenomenal last week. He had 289 yards and 5 passing touchdowns with no turnovers against his former team, Northside Christian, as they were 5-1 coming into this game. This was the Barons' big game to show how good this team is and how good we truly are, as we showed out against Northside. Overall, this was a huge win for the entire team as SPC was going on the road to Northside Christian, as it was Northside Christian's homecoming game. For the last 4 years, we failed to win against our district rivals, Northside Christian. For me, watching the game in person, like on the sideline, seeing Chase out there, he played extremely efficient. But the result of the game, it was phenomenal overall. Not just Chase, but Brendan Wright. He had 9 catches with 132 yards and 2 touchdowns. Watching the game right on the sideline, seeing Brendan Wright running, his speed, he was easily able to juke and make defenders miss. I've seen a ton of improvement from him. His awareness, he balled out, and I expect him to do that again tonight. Overall, it's incredible what SBC did as a team against Northside, as there was a lot of people at this game. For me, this was the most people I've seen at a high school football game. I felt like walking into a college football game, walking into the game, just seeing all the tailgating before the game, all the cars piling around, parking spots filled. The environment, the scenery out there, it was truly a great experience.
Chase and the receivers had a big game with Brendan Wright scoring 2 touchdowns. And, as you guys saw, FanFest is wild out here. We already have a guest walking on saying hi to us, Father. But let's get back to the game. But what about the running backs? What did you see from the running backs last week at Northside Christian?
Christian, talking about the passing game, which is definitely an important part of the game, but something that's far more crucial to the game, I wouldn't say more, but it's definitely crucial to the game, is running the ball, and that's definitely something that SBC exceeds at. Not only do they have one good, competent RB1, but they have 2 with Demarion Rowe and Larry Christian. Look like Sonic and Knuckles out there. if you guys are picking up what I'm playing.
I completely agree.
In my opinion, Demarion Rowe is that guy he's out there and he's stealing the show. He averages 96 yards per game, in which he leads the team in. He also leads the team with 12 touchdowns. He's doing this all while splitting reps with a guy like Larry Christian. So I think SBC's run game is extremely crucial to their offense, and I expect to see a lot of it tonight.
Yes, I agree. But 12 touchdowns in 7 games is a very impressive stat there for Demarion Rowe.
That's why I think he steals the show there.
It was a complete game for the Barons as the defense was once again stellar. Jamie, what did you see from the defense in that game?
The defense, that SVC has had recently has just been crazy. It's been very impactful. I went into the Northside game thinking this might be a close match, and it wasn't at all. We held them to 6 points, and the Barons defense was just electric. This past Friday, Colton Shaw had 3 tackles for a loss and 2 sacks in one game. That's just insane. Courtney Taylor has had 15 total sacks and 3 tackles for a loss. Davion Frazier with 2 tackles for a loss. Alex Milisco also recorded 7 total tackles and 1 sack. I mean, this defense, I like using the word exuberant because I feel like it really fits this situation. The Barons defense has just been so incredibly exuberant to watch. It's amazing just seeing the progress from the beginning to the year to this past Friday has just been incredible. And I truly believe this Barons defense can hold any team, no matter the caliber, to sub double digits. I mean, we've seen it over time and time and time again that this Barons defense is provably crazy.
I
That's
mean,
all I
yeah,
can say.
this Barons team did play absolutely spectacular. And, I mean, we will see tonight at 7 if they will play the same way again today. But, Christian, I want to go back to your comment. It was just the craziest environment for that game. I mean, I have not been to a bigger game, high school game, than that. I mean, there were cars parked on the road. Everyone was just ready for the district championship. And I think the amount of people that were there were around 2,000 to 3,000 people.
Yeah.
Christian, how do you think this environment impacted SBC, and how do you think it impacted them to maybe boost their energy and play better?
I feel like it impacted like all the people there. I mean, it showed like just the excitement from everyone. You know, this was the game that everyone was going to. This was the big game everyone was focused on going to the week. Like, you know, all week you're waiting for this moment. Like high school football, Friday night lights. This was the big game, and it was a homecoming game for Northside too. So I mean, you know, it's gonna be packed.
Jamie,
Yeah.
what did you see?
And I just want to go on and say, I'm sure a lot of people have seen on social media the banter that was going back and forth between St. Pete Catholic and Northside. I just want to preface this and say that it was so incredibly competitive. It's just a show of this Northside team really thought that they had a chance.
They can't hang with us.
They cannot hang. A majority of these teams are just not on the St. Pete Catholic caliber.
I mean, I will say, it was just a complete silence for the Barons. They completely silenced them with only 6 points, and it was just impressive. I mean, fans were leaving after 10 minutes into the game. It did not look great from Northside Christian, but great stuff going on here, and you guys will see more as we will later be interviewing some people. But I mean, now we have our biggest guest yet coming on. He was the captain of the 2004-2005 St. Petersburg Catholic team, Wendy's high school Heisman State finalist, Pinellas County All-Star, led the Barons to district and regional titles, also led them to Class 2B semifinals, and he went on to play 3 seasons for Ole Miss. Please help me in welcoming Billy Tapp.
What's up, fellas? How we doing?
What's up? Feeling great.
Doing great today.
Great. Love it.
Feeling great. Welcome.
Good to be
Thank
here.
Thank you for coming on. How does it feel being back?
Feels fantastic. I try to get back on campus whenever I can, so it's good to see all the people out for Fan Fest. Got our 20-year reunion here, so we have some people flying in town as well that I haven't seen in a while. For 20 years, I shouldn't say that to you guys. It's a long time at this point, so but it's great to be back.
So let's get started here. How much has everything changed since you were here 20 years ago?
Yeah, I mean, kind of watching the team this year and how they've been able to perform, kind of what the coaching staff has brought in, kind of from a strength and conditioning program type of thing, right? I mean, it's kind of night and day from when we were here. Certainly, as you read off, kind of we had a lot of success when we were here, had a lot of really good players when we were here before, but seeing how the team now kind of is revitalized, right, this season, but going through, right, strength conditioning programs, having that, not even just for the football team, right, it's for every single sport here at the school. So it's really, really cool to see, everyone, like I said, reinvigorated into the school, into the program. It's just good to be back.
So for the recruitment process, how was it like when you were in high school and seeing how it is now? What does that make you think?
Yeah, I mean, right now, so when I was, again, I told you I was 20-year reunion, so that was a long, long time ago, but that was kind of the start of you'd make your tape, right? You'd literally VHS, if you guys even know what that is. You send that out to schools, and then maybe a coach would come back and come visit you and stuff like that. I think now just the amount of just with, right, digital media that's out there, being able to send stuff, all the great stuff that people like you guys are doing here, it's just a lot easier to be in contact. There was no Twitter, there was none of that for coaches to reach out to you. It was all handwritten letters, all of that stuff. I'm really aging myself by talking to this now. But no, I mean, recruitment process has changed dramatically. I think, again, the stuff that you guys do to put, anytime you can get players' names and their videos and their skills out there, right, is always going to be good to get in coaches' hands. So, no, it's fantastic what you guys are doing here.
What was your ride like senior year making the state semifinals for the St. Petersburg Catholic Barons football team?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. We had a great team. We had, like I said, a lot of talent that came back from our junior year. So I think we maybe lost in the first or second round of the playoffs my junior year. So coming back, we knew we had a really good team. And throughout the season, I think maybe we lost maybe 1 or 2 regular season games. So we knew going into the playoffs that we were hot going into it, and we were going to be able to ride that momentum. When we got to against state semifinals, I think it's a home game. The place was rocking here at Joe Paul Stadium. Yeah, so it was fantastic. Came up a little short, but I mean, it was, again, the buzz around not just around the school, but really around the entire city. I mean, we had people coming from all different high schools that had a connection or not. They just kind of came to and wanted to watch our team play, because I think still to this day, Pinellas County School has won a state championship in football. So I'm sure there's been teams that have come close since then, but yeah, getting to that level, I think there was a certain buzz around the county that maybe we were the team to do it, and unfortunately came up short. But again, it was a fantastic season for us, and really proud of what we were able to do back then.
And I know you went to Ole Miss, but what other schools were recruiting you, and what made you really tone in on to Ole Miss, and why did you decide to head over there?
Yeah, it's a great question. So not a lot of big-time D1 offers. When I was here, I was really looking at a lot of Ivy League schools initially. As you guys know, St. Pete Catholic, best of the best education that we have here, right? So they prepared me for to have the opportunity to get recruited by some Ivy League schools. So certainly wanting to explore that option. A couple other schools, North Carolina State was another big one that was in the mix. Ultimately, just felt really comfortable with the coaching staff that was there, and really the opportunities that were going to be there for me when I got to Ole Miss. I mean, it's one of those places you step on campus, right, and it's just you kind of fall in love with it, and you are just kind of drawn to going there. So, yeah, I mean, it was fantastic 4 or 5 years that I was there. I wouldn't trade it for anything. So,
to add on to the recruitment questions, what was your coolest recruitment memory? And did any coaches come to SBC, or did you have any memorable moments at official visits? Like, what is your best memory?
So, I went up to, like I said, I looked at a couple Ivy League schools. Went up to Columbia up in New York City. I think it was the first time I ever saw snow, and so I was so excited to be up there. Again, it was freezing, but I remember I was walking back to the dorm rooms. There's snow all over the ground. I'm like in jeans, have no idea what to dress like being a Florida kid up in the snow. And I get down and I do a snow angel on the ground, not realizing I'm going to get up and be completely soaked and wet for the rest of the night. And just some 17-year-old high school kid walking around campus just soaking wet. So maybe not the recruiting story that you were looking for. I'll keep it at that level for now. Great. So yeah.
So, what was your kind of welcome to college football moment that made you realize that you were playing at a different level?
Yeah, I remember. Again, I'll probably age myself here with you guys, but I think my freshman year we were playing LSU, and Jamarcus Russell, he's a quarterback who played for LSU. He was probably 6'8", 6'9", probably 270 pounds. He was massive.
Yeah.
And I remember just looking across the field, and he's taller than every single player out there, and he's their quarterback. I don't think he won the Heisman, but he was like a finalist that year. And just looking across the field, I was just like, this is a whole new level, right? I mean, their quarterback is bigger than every player on their team and our team, and he was phenomenal. So that was kind of the first, like, oh my gosh, like, all right, this is big time for sure. So.
What made that specific team, your senior year, making the state semifinals? Like, what stood out to you?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we had a lot of people coming back. I think we were really committed in the off season. I think we knew, like I said, we had a really good group of seniors on that team. Certainly a lot of good sophomores and juniors on the team as well, as I think they still were really good the next 2 years post when our senior class graduated. But really connected over the summer. I mean, I think we went away to a 2 or 3 night like sleepaway camp. I don't know if they do that anymore. But really bonded. I mean, we knew what our goals were, right? I mean, we were a really close group. Again, being close off-season workouts, all of that. So it's one of those where when the season started, right, it kind of just clicked and we picked up right where it was from the last year. I mean, everyone had a lot of fun. We had great defense, a lot of sacks. It was one of those years I think we came off beating Jesuit, I think, for the first time like in school history. Wow. So it was a lot of things like that we just had rolling and a lot of confidence. So yeah, I mean, we didn't go into any game thinking that we weren't going to win. So, and obviously we didn't win them all, but yeah, we had that confidence, so it was good.
If you could go back in time to your SPC days and give your younger self one piece of advice, what would it be?
Study less, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, no. So, see, the faculty's looking at me after that one. So, no, just really enjoying your time here, right? I mean, this is such a unique place and such a special place to be. Again, I just started this off by saying, right, we have our reunion today. I mean, there's kids here I've known my whole life and I haven't seen since our 10-year reunion, or at least since we graduate here. And again, see them right in the parking lot the second we come up, and it's like give a big hug, and it's like you didn't miss a beat, right? I mean, there's so many such a family kind of environment that's bred here, and it's just fantastic. So I just continue to enjoy the time here. It goes by fast, right? I mean, you're always, when you go day to day, you kind of feel like you're in the grind of high school, right? But when it ends, right, you're done. And so just enjoy it. It's just a fantastic place, and I'm sure you guys would all attest to that as well.
Yeah, for sure.
At Ole Miss or St. Pete Catholic, who is the best player that you've played against?
Best player we played against. I'm trying to go back. Best. I'll keep it to high school here, and we don't want to call out our rivals at CCC, but they had some really good players when we were there. I think they had 3 kids on their team that all went and played D1. Wow. That were all, yeah, I think some went to Miami, they went somewhere else, I don't remember. But no, I mean, we played against Tim Tebow. We played against that Florida team that won the national championship when I was there. I think we were the only loss during that season. So, I mean, every person that went to the pros from that team probably was the best players that we played against.
So, like you just said, talking about Tim Tebow and the Gators team, that was actually what my question was going to be about. What was it like kind of competing in the SEC at such a tough time and even going into the swamp and beating the Tim Tebow-led Gators?
Yeah, I mean, we came off of, I think the week before that, we came off a bad home loss, I remember, to Vanderbilt. And again, whenever you lose to Vanderbilt, it's never good for anyone. So morale was pretty low, I'd say, coming off that loss. And so we went in there. Good thing it was a noon game. I think they were a little sleepy when we went there. Yeah, it's one of those things growing up here in St. Pete, like Florida. I was always a Florida fan growing up. So it's kind of like a dream come true going in there and being able to play. And not only that, but being able to beat them. I mean, again, leaving the game and on the flight home, you're watching Tim Tebow give a press conference where he's crying at the podium. I mean, that's always kind of good to see. So, yeah, no, it was unbelievable. It was one of those just like you never forget it.
What was the craziest environment you played in college?
Yeah, so I would say LSU for sure. It's one of those. I think we were there, and I guess 4th down, you get backed up in your own end zone, and as close as you and me are sitting here talking, I'm screaming at you, and we wouldn't be able to hear each other. The ground is literally shaking. Yeah, this Cajuns are pretty crazy in a night game out there. So, yeah, that was definitely the loudest place that we played. It was an awesome environment. It was fantastic. Yeah.
Over your time at St. Pete Catholic, what do you feel like change-wise was the biggest for you? What developmental struggles did you go through, or some insane stories that you had to go through, like practice stories? Did you guys have to do anything crazy back in 2005?
Yeah, so I guess, yeah, it's one of those where I said I think we lost maybe 1 or 2 games my senior year. I think one was at Jesuit. We came out, it was the first time we wore all white uniforms. We had white pants, white jerseys. We thought we were Texas, looking really clean out there. And I remember one of the coaches who had a son on the team. He told us, he's like, you guys, you're looking too clean out there. You need to go roll around in the mud. And he literally had us go roll around in the mud before a game. And I still accredit that's the reason why we lost that game, is because we were too focused on rolling around in the mud before the game as opposed to like getting ready for the game. But yeah, that's just, that team had a lot of crazy stories, a lot of crazy games. But like I said, we were such a tight-knit group. It was a lot of fun.
Well, we are very excited that you were here to come onto the show, and thank you so much for your time.
No, before I leave, I'd be remiss not to say that you guys are doing a fantastic job. It's so much fun. I mean, I have other alumni who played football here, not my age, but a couple years younger, who reached out to me. They're texting me during the game. I think the Tampa Catholic game. They're texting me and they're like, "Are you guys watching these guys or listening to these guys? These guys are hilarious. They're doing a fantastic job." So just to tell you guys, I don't know if you know this, there are a lot of people out there that are really enjoying what you guys are doing. And I'm completely impressed with what the program you guys have and all of this. It seems like you guys are having a lot of fun with it, which I'm glad you are. Everyone else is enjoying listening to you guys. So keep up the good work. It's
thank you
awesome
so much.
to hear.
Yeah, thank you so much.
We appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks guys.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate coming on.
Good questions. We'll go to the top.
Wow.
I mean, just a fantastic guest. I mean, couldn't have asked for anyone better. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
But now let's get back to the game. We're going to go back to our traditional over-unders.
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
I mean,
Over-unders, baby.
Very excited for this over-under.
Love it.
Christian, let's start with this defense.
Yeah, I mean, the Barons defense, they're currently averaging 3.8 sacks per game, as they have a total of 111 tackles for loss on the season. That's 14.5 per game, tackles for loss. I mean, it's incredible. It's ecstatic, truly, what they're doing. I mean, also, not only that, the defense has only allowed 3.8 points per game and 27 total points on the season. So they have 3 shutouts. I mean, 3 games where they have not allowed a single point to their opponents. I mean, overall for the over and under, I mean, I think this Barons defense will go over their average for both sacks per game and tackles for loss per game. I feel that especially on our homecoming game, we are going to perform like on both sides of the ball. I mean, this defense has so many stellar players. Like you got Rakoy, Chop Taylor, Colton Shaw, and Davion Fresher on the defensive line. I mean, they all have the ability to make a crucial play. I know this is a good out-of-door academy. They have a good offense, but I mean, I think this will be tough for their offense to perform tonight.
Yes, I mean, this Barons defense has just been absolutely incredible, and I do agree with you. But Henry, you have been talking about Chase on the last 2 shows. What about Chase? What do you see Chase in his averages? Do you think he will go over or under his averages?
So Chase averages 282 passing yards per game and 4 passing touchdowns, again, per game. It's no secret to anyone that Chase has been having a great season. He goes out there, he does his thing, he dominates. I could definitely see him going over the passing yards, so I'm going to take the over on 282. But unfortunately, I'm going to have to take the under on the passing touchdowns. Out-of-door academy, they have a half-decent defense, unlike some teams we played. But again, these are teams that are going out there to compete. They're all competitive, and they're ready to do their thing. So again, I'm going to have to take the under on passing touchdowns. But I do expect Chase to go out there and do his thing.
I mean, yeah, Chase has just been very, very consistent. And, I mean, yeah, I do agree with you. Out-of-door academies defense, I mean, they are pretty good.
They're
pretty decent.
real, yeah.
I mean, yeah, they're a real competitor.
Yeah.
I mean, but we will see tonight. But, Jamie, what about the receivers?
All my brain can think about, everything that goes through my brain when I think about a receiver is Brendan Wright, and Brendan Wright. I mean, He's averaging over 95 yards per game as a high schooler, which is insane. Brendan has consistently been a top target for the Barons, averaging nearly 95 yards per game this season, giving his role in the team's offensive schemes is likely he'll continue to see significant yardage. So I'm going to go with the over on Brendan Wright. As well as for Ural Stewart, I'm going to have to go with the over. I mean, he's averaging almost 80 yards per game as well. Him and Brendan Wright have just been top-tier athletes on the field. Their mash, their drive, their determination to go get the ball, no matter the means necessary, is just insane. And that's why I believe they'll go out there, they'll outwork, they'll outrun, they'll outplay any single opponent and any single DB that will try to contest them. I just feel it's too easy for them. I mean, it's just too easy for them. They're just so much better.
I'm going to participate this time a little bit on this over-under segment, and I'm going to go with Larry Christian. I mean, he's averaging 54 yards per game, and, I mean, I do think he will go over because Demarion Rowe is out for 4 weeks with a broken finger, and, I mean, he won't be coming back until playoffs. And, I mean, obviously that is a little bit of a disappointment for St. Petersburg Catholic, but because, I mean, he was the guy that got more of the touches, and Demarion Rowe does average 100 yards per game, which is very impressive. But Larry will probably get more carries and more chances this game because of all of that. And he was already super consistent in the first 2 to 3 games of the season, but then he did get injured with a high ankle sprain, and I mean, I think tonight he will gain back that confidence he had in those first 2 to 3 games. And, I mean, because he knows he will have the spotlight and he will have more of the carries this game. And so that's why I'm confident. I think he will smash this over, and I think he will get well over 54 yards per game.
I want to go back to what you were mentioning about Larry. He's averaging a good amount of yards per game. And keep in mind, he's doing this while he's splitting reps with Demarion Rowe. And although Demarion Rowe is out today, which is going to have an effect on the Barons, it's not going to have an effect on Larry. He's not only getting more opportunity, but for him to already be averaging a good amount of yards, it's gonna boost that average up. And I think Larry, like you said, I think he's due for a big night.
I mean, I do agree. It is just like you said earlier with the Sonics and Knuckles with them.
Sonic and Knuckles.
I mean, last year, David Montgomery got injured, and Jamarion Gibbs stepped up and got more of the carries. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he ended up getting more of the yards. And that is what I think is going to happen tonight. Demarion Rowe is injured. He is out. Larry Christian averaging 54 yards per game. Very impressive. But now he will have more of the carries and more of the opportunity to go find the ways, find the holes, and find the gaps for him to be able to create these yards. And I think he will go over the 54 yards. Jamie, what do you see? What do you see? Do you guys agree with me?
Do you want to know what I see in Ural Stewart? I know you want to see. You want to know what I see in Ural Stewart. Ural Stewart. I mean, man, when you have someone of Ural Stewart and Larry Christian's caliber coming out there, and I mean, Rowe, he was the RB1. I mean, he was going to go out there. He was going to do a little shimmy, break your ankles, and go score a touchdown. But Larry is going to go out there. He's going to see you and, you know, maybe pull Cam Scatterbo out there and just completely ram his head into you and knock you on your butt.
I would completely love to see that.
I would love to see it this game too. And I firmly believe that I'm going to see Larry Christian lay some kids out today at the running back position. And I want to create my own over-under real quick. I'm going Larry Christian over 4 touchdowns this game.
Wow.
I know that's a big
I
reach.
see Father
but
Ralph laughing over
Larry
there.
Christian has been one of our single most best running backs this season for the Barons. I mean, they have just been impeccable with him at their side. Of course, Rowe's out, and because Rowe's out, I think we're going to see a significant gain in Larry Christian. Exuberantly, whatever vocab term that you want to use.
Gentlemen, the vocab is absolutely terrific.
The vocab's amazing.
And I mean, like I mentioned earlier, Jamison Shields on the left side of the table, just complete, incredible vocabulary. I mean, we're having a great time here. FanFest, incredible. The scenes here. The great people showing up. Father Ralph having a great time watching the show.
You talked about the environment at the Northside game being good and just making an impact on how SBC played. The environment of this fan fest and everybody showing up just having a good time is definitely impacting this pregame show.
This homecoming game is going to be electric here at Joe Paul Stadium.
Yes.
It will be absolutely incredible.
The Joe Paul Stadium will be bumping tonight.
It will be bumping. The student section. Holy cow.
Led by Henry Callahan.
Henry Callahan, after this show, will in fact be immediately walking towards, maybe even running towards the Joe Paul Stadium.
Not to mention as well, we're going to be having floats that the students made.
Oh, wow.
Come out onto the field to announce the homecoming king and queen.
Watch at halftime. Probably around 8:30, you will see who is voted king and queen of homecoming. Maybe it's even our own Demarion Rowe. We will see. Or Alex Malishko, tight end.
He's scoring sixes on and off the field.
Oh, my.
Whoa. Jamie.
But Christian Garcia, the defense, once again. Who do you think is going to stick out today in this defense? Who do you think is going to have the most tackles today?
It's tough to say who's going to have the most tackles. There's so many star-studded players. Colton Shaw, Davion Frazier, Forrest Loving, Courtney Taylor, Rakoy Chop Taylor. There's so many defensive stars. It's so tough to say. For me, I'm probably going to go with Colton Shaw. He's gonna be getting a lot of tackles tonight. I could see him.
How many sacks do you see Colton Shaw getting today?
3 or more.
Oh, wow.
He's been an incredible player.
Yeah.
He is phenomenal.
We actually talked about Colton Shaw and his ability to impact this SBC defense in the first pregame show. His ability to make quarterbacks uncomfortable is like I said in the first time, just something that is so crucial to the game is making the quarterback uncomfortable from the jump. And that's exactly what Colton Shaw does. So you saying he's going to get 3 or more sacks today, I couldn't agree with you more there, Christian.
These Canada transfers have just been, I'm going to say it again, electric.
What do they put in the water over there in Canada?
What do they put in the ice there?
Right.
These Canada transfers have just been absolutely insane. And, we have one on the O-line.
Zach Corrigan.
Do you see St. Petersburg Catholic letting up a sack today?
No, absolutely not. What is it? Under 5 sacks all season. They've played, 7 games? Under 5 sacks all season is absurd.
We will talk about this next segment, but, Outdoor Academy, their offense has been putting up numbers.
They have.
It will be difficult. It will be a difficult matchup for, Grayson Zepp in the O-line.
What do you have to say over there, Jamie?
Well, I just want to premise this as well, that we thought that Northside was going to be a close game. To have Outdoor, we have the home field advantage. We have the talent. We have the guys. We have the home field advantage. We have everything in our favor to make the Barons the champions of today's game. To go to Northside, to have their home field advantage, to have their talent come out, and we still were able to hold them to sub-double digits. I just don't see why we won't be able to continue that, especially with Colton Shaw, behind this Barons defense, being able to get through to that quarterback.
Our expectations for the Barons have been high, but they, week in and week out, have just been exceeding those expectations every week. Last week we thought it was going to be a close game with Northside. We really did. But then it ended up being touchdown after touchdown after touchdown. And then, Northside didn't score a single offensive point. They had to rely on their special teams to make a play for them. This St. Petersburg Catholic team, holy cow. Henry Callahan, today, do you think they will exceed our expectations once again?
Colby, come on now. Come on now. That's like saying it's grass green. Of course, SPC will exceed the expectations, and Jamie always says, they will be exuberant today.
Exuberant. That's what there aren't enough vocab words in the English dictionary to express my love for the SBC Barons today. Limitless.
I think to kind of more further expand on why I think they're going to be exceeding expectations tonight is SBC's ability to be dominant on both sides of the ball. Offense is completely shooting out from first quarter to fourth quarter. Chase Burrell drives that offense right down the field, and that's one of the reasons, like we talked about last week, Dominic McNally, starting kicker, does not get many opportunities to score field goals. So I think they're very dominant on offense, and so far they have been completely shut out, lights out on defense.
All right, let's go right into the next segment with the game preview. So, Out of Door Academy is 7-1 in their last matchup. They played Sefner, and they beat them 19-7. A fairly close game and not high scoring at all. They are led by their running back Alan Clark, who is averaging 100 yards per game, similar to what Demarion Rowe is averaging, and the same amount of touchdowns as him, 12. I mean, just very impressive in 8 games of the season to start this season. 12 touchdowns, very impressive. Henry, how has Alan Clark played this season?
He's coming off a 125-yard game against Sefner. He's had 112 yards or more in his past 4 games, and 2 games with 170 rushing yards. The Barons are definitely going to have their hands full tonight with yeah.
All right, so we do mention their star player in Alan Clark, but what about their other assets? Christian, how has their receivers played this season?
Yeah, I mean, their leading receiver for Out of Door Academy, Brady Cleveland, 4 games. He has 4 games of over 100 receiving yards this year. He has a total of 650 receiving yards and 8 touchdowns on the season. I mean, he's been amazing this season. He's been a key part of this offense. It seems to be he's been heavily involved. I mean, he's one of the main guys Out of Door Academy is going to be looking for. I mean, they're just going to be looking to get the ball to him on offense and make some plays, especially in a big game against a tough, talented Barons defense.
Yes.
Not just Brady Cleveland, the receiver for Out of Door Academy, but also their quarterback, Edward Chappett. He has a total of 1,261 yards, 16 touchdowns, and 7 interceptions on the season. I mean, he's played very well this season. And not just his stats, but he's been able to win games constantly. They've only had 1 loss this season. I mean, as tonight, he'll face, like I said, a tough defense. I mean, there's so many star-studded guys on the Barons. It's just going to be tough. If they want to try and get some points, they're going to have to get rid of that ball quick.
Yes, Out of Door offense has just been incredible, and they've been very impressive this year. And they might be a handful this game for the St. Petersburg Catholic defense. But Jamie, what about the Out of Doors defense? What do you see in them this season?
So Out of Doors defense has been actually pretty outstanding so far this season. They averaged 28 tackles for a loss per game against Sefner, which is absolutely ridiculous. They are also being led by Jake Beasley, who has been an absolute monster on the field, and he alone has 18 tackles for a loss on the year and 8 sacks, which is absolutely insane. He's averaging almost a sack a game and averaging multiple tackles per game. I mean, this Baron O-line is going to have a little bit of trouble. Do I think that they're going to be outright stopped in their tracks? No. But I believe that this could be very well a very challenging, a very competitive game that the Barons may actually have trouble against this pretty stacked defense they'll be going up against today.
Yes, I do agree with you, Jamie. I mean, Out of Door has been looking very impressive, but I mean, let's have some fun like we like to do on this show every once in a while. Just some great scenes here at FanFest, and we're going to have Jamie once again go interview some people at this very impressive crowd here.
I don't know. Let's see. Come to us. We're just trying to extend the line a little bit. It's a little high. All right. Ready for the questions? Can I get your name?
Derek Bursett.
Nice to meet you, Derek. What is some of your most fondest memories at St. Pete Catholic?
definitely with football with them. My friends, we're still friends now, 30 years later. Your vice principal was in our class, so she was always a good friend.
Miss Hudson.
Miss Hudson, yeah. Let's get my friend over here. Jason.
How you doing?
How are you, Jason?
Good.
How are what are some of the most fond memories that you've had so far at St. Pete Catholic, as a Baron, at some of these football games, or just in general?
I just thought of one from a while ago. We had a friend, he drove a Volkswagen thing, and a bunch of us on the football team, we actually picked it up, moved it all the way on the other side of the parking lot so he couldn't find it.
And did you guys play football at all, or did you guys play any sports here at St. Pete Catholic?
We played football.
Big football.
Football, baseball, soccer.
Wow, all the sports, the trifecta, huh? But
Stay busy.
yeah, thank you guys for the question.
All right, buddy. Thanks.
See here. Let's see who's up next.
Who's Jamie's next opponent?
All right, got a potential candidate over here. Really? What is your name?
Rusty Spore.
What are some of the most fond memories that you have at St. Pete Catholic as a Baron, football-wise, school-wise? What are some great stories that you can tell here?
Beating CCC in basketball was definitely the highlight. I didn't play football, so
Big basketball player?
yes, and it was awesome to beat them.
What was that like?
Well, the gym used to be packed both sides. It was pretty cool. We had both sets of stands pulled out, and we'd fill the stadium up. It was pretty awesome.
Yeah, man. We still have that rivalry nowadays with CCC on both sides of on the court and on the field. What was that like? Was there more of like a rivalry, or was it just like every other game for you guys?
No, it was definitely a rivalry. We wanted to beat them, Tampa Catholic and Tampa Prep. That was our district back then. But CCC, if you beat them, that's all that really mattered.
Well, thank you. Thank you for coming out. All right. We'll start to head back.
Just some great people
Absolutely
here
amazing.
at St. Petersburg Catholic.
The great
Jamie, once
alumni
again,
out
with
here.
the great questions.
Thank you.
Jamie, I mean, who is better than Jamison Shields at these questions?
Who is better? And thank you to our alumni
Thank you to all the guests
for
that are
coming
here.
out today.
Absolutely great.
Allowing these
great.
interviews.
I mean, as you guys saw in the when we were filming, I mean, there's a lot of people here, more than I've seen in a while. I mean, this football team has really brought this family together, and I mean, especially for this homecoming game. And Jamie, what was the best answer from those guests over there?
Well, I just want to preface this. You know what I always say about the St. Pete Catholic Barons, how the defense is the fatty, the offense is the cheese. You know, you got to put them together and makes a good burger. I mean, the alumni coming out here, them supporting everybody is it holds the patty together. It holds the burger together. The alumni and everybody out here hold the burger together, allowing our Barons football team to come out, you know, see that they have just a tremendous amount of support from everybody, from alumni, from people who may not go to the school anymore, but they'll still come out and support the St. Pete Catholic Barons.
I mean, I will say I'm very, very disappointed that Jamie was unable to eat a burger today. I mean,
This is the camera can't see it, but that's Brendan Wright's dad's truck that he actually makes the burgers out of. It is not running right now.
it
I
is
don't
not.
see any burgers.
I think he retired for the time being. He's retired for the week. But let's go back to the final segment, the game predictions. Henry Callahan, what do you think? How do you think this game will go? What is the score, and who's going to come out on top?
You know, Jamie was saying how Outdoor Academy is actually pretty good, especially their defense. But come on now, Colby. SPC is different. These teams that we play are not on SPC's level. Again, like I said earlier, SPC goes out there and dominates on both sides of the ball. It's like coughing baby versus nuclear bomb tonight. I think SPC goes out there, and am I doing my score prediction?
Yes.
You know, every game they've played has been a blowout. So I'm gonna go St. Pete Catholic 58, Outdoor Academy 3. I don't think Outdoor Academy is gonna break SPC's defensive stat where they have not let up more points in this season than 7.
I mean, I agree with you. Short of. I mean, they have no team has broken 7 points this season. But I will say this out-of-door offense led by Alan Clark, they look dangerous. I will say they might score more points than 7 today.
This guy's watched some film.
But not as much. I will say they will not score much more points than 7. I mean, in total, this Barons defense has allowed 27 points in total. And out of all the games that they have played this season, I will say that this score will be 56-10.
Ooh.
I say they get a field goal.
So you believe that Out-of-Door will be the first team to break double digits.
I mean, yes. I mean, they've been very impressive. Alan Clark, like we said earlier, averages 100 yards per game with 12 touchdowns. I mean, I think they get 3 more points on the board than the highest points that we've gotten scored on. So, I mean, Christian, what do you think the score is today?
I mean, I think my score prediction is 51-7. I just don't think they're going to break that double-digit point mark. I mean, this defense, they've been ridiculously good. I mean, I think they'll just keep going. It's our homecoming game. I mean, they're here to perform. I mean, I'm ready. It's going to be an electric game.
I like that word electric a lot, actually. And I don't want to sound coming off, biased. I go to the school, but just from what I've seen so far at St. Pete Catholic, again, I keep saying over and over and over. I want to reinforce it over and over and over. This is one of the best St. Pete Catholic Barons teams that I've seen in the 4 years that I've been here. I mean, we have just been incredible. I mean, I don't even know if it's going to be close. Do I believe they'll score a touchdown? No. Wow. Honestly. But I do believe that defense, out-of-doors defense, will be able to hold some points off of us. But again, what we mentioned earlier with Larry Christian next to Chase Burrell, I mean, that's just a lethal duo. I believe they're just going to go out and absolutely dominate. No matter that defense, they may have a couple of players who can go out, make some tackles, maybe get a couple sacks. But, we have Colton Shaw on defense. We have Alex Molisco. We have Courtney Taylor. We have all these impeccable players. Some of these transfers have just been insane for St. Pete Catholic. And I just don't see it in my heart that's going to be close. I'm going to have to go with 58-0.
Whoa, wow.
0.
I mean, not as high as your score prediction last time, but
I was close.
I mean, I will say, Jamie, you have not been here for 4 years, so you have not seen as much as I have. I mean, not barely 3 years, I will say that. But I want to go back to a little bit of an over-under, but for out-of-door.
Okay.
So I did the running back for Larry and Christian, but I want to see Henry. Do you think Alan Clark will go over-under 70 yards for this game? He does average 100, but I'm going to say, does he go over-under 70 yards?
Especially for the run game, consistency is key, and that's exactly what he excels at. So today, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing SPC come out, play some good defense, stop the pass, and then I believe that Out-of-Door Academy is going to have to resort to the running game. So yeah, I'm going to have to take the over.
So that is the end of the show here, and we love having you guys watch us, and we love the show, and that is it for us today. And thank you for watching. We will have the game on at 7 p.m. on our Bspn channel, and thank you guys for watching.
Thank you.
Exuberant.
Wow.